Hello, this is Gary Butterfield of Watch Out for Fireballs.
And this is Cole Ross of Watch Out for Fireballs.
Yes, and we are working our way through our shitty NES game Let's Play request thread on Facebook, taking the opportunity that we are in the same room
Yes.
in Portland, Oregon, playing the terrible games that you want us to play because you hate us.
You hate us and we love you.
Yeah, why? Why?
Why?
So this is what was D&D was suggested to us. And Cole was hoping that D&D was actually this game, Dragonlance, Heroes of the Lance, for the NES. So we're gonna try that. And Cole actually knows how to play this game. I do not.
A little bit. It's probably one of the most inscrutable games you could play.
Yeah, this. So look at that.
Fighting the Black Dragon. He has he spits the acid breath, and I think it hits Riverwood.
Yes.
And Gold Moon has to use her staff of healing to revive him from that, so they can get the thing of the silver lance. Yes.
Yeah, so far be it from you people to think that I do not know the breath weapons of chromatic dragons. I am not kidding when I say not 4 feet from me I have a 2nd edition monster manual under my bed, which I bought just to look at Tony Diterelzi art and be nostalgic. So I do know what he fights. I just love dim graphics. We both read these books. I think they're more fresh in Cole's mind.
Yeah.
Because he read them on the way here, as he does every year.
I listen to them in audiobook form. Yeah.
All the time.
You can buy like whole concordances of them, like the omnibus collections, kind of like they used to do with the Drizzt R.A. Salvatore books.
I have the Belgariad books out in the living room.
Yeah.
Those, if you've ever read those are good, bad fantasy books.
Yeah.
So we're going to the Gold Moon. We have a cast of characters.
Yeah.
Am I correct that I'm just scrolling through these right now?
Yes, I think you can select one of them. You can select them.
So Strum, Riverwind. There's no way to go back though. I'm doing this with the A button, which is weird. Tannis is pretty rad, even though if I hit start, nothing happens. So I think I just had to go through all of them.
I think you can switch characters in the game itself. Caveat, I played this on the Commodore 64. So
Tasselhoff here is obviously bigger in Germany than he is in the United States. Duh. Flint Wind guy, I want armor the same color as my beard. Karaman, I remember not being like. Is there much to Karaman?
There is actually in the second trilogy where him and Raceland kind of go about their conflict.
Well, he's not. He's Raceland's brother?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So okay, I remember. I'm getting more now.
Yeah, Karaman's one of the more interesting characters. Oh, holy shit!
He's good. Yeah.
I need to reevaluate my life.
Yeah.
Next thing I'll start talking about the Dragon Riders at Pern.
Yeah.
A middle school, poorly spent. See if you can switch away from Rivermoon because you need her healing staff to win.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Hero select. Cool.
Yeah. So pick somebody disposable. So go with Karaman.
All right, Karaman. He uses a sword. Yeah, those are stats I don't understand. So let's we have to get out of this. I keep start select. But I'm still okay.
Cold.
It's okay. I didn't select somehow. So it's not start. No, it's B. That it takes me. This is good UI. Oh boy. So select getting me into the menu does not select my character. But maybe B just cancels out of the. B doesn't do anything. Maybe select just cancels out.
Okay, we're not going to beat the game anyway, so we can.
Menu quest. Well, I know, but let's. I feel like this is important to figure out. So B just brings us back, and maybe that cancels. So that's not what I want. So if I hit A,
and A does nothing.
A puts me, and then I hit select. Yeah, still Rivermoon.
Oh, wow.
And I can't really. I feel like I jumped earlier.
Run.
Yeah, I can run.
Yeah.
I keep double tapping like it's an actual game, but really you just kind of hold long enough, and eventually you start running.
Right.
So okay. So is jumping automatically something you do? No. You have to be running though before you jump.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can jump that pit. Can I go up?
Yes.
Okay, how? It's not so, and this northwest thing switches. There's a little northwest meter. This is riveting, I'm sure. Yeah. Menu quest. So holding down. Okay, I had to hold down for a while.
Yeah.
That's how I switched scene transitions. Okay.
Okay.
Well.
Oh, chandelier. Person.
This does not seem to be fighting. Don't you just? Oh, there we go. You have to hold everything down for.
Yeah, it's kind of like. There we go. What is it? Dragon Slayer?
Yeah, a little bit. So I'm getting into. I don't know who this gentleman. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah.
so he's got cover ability. He's like Cecil.
Yeah.
Once you beat guns, good.
So I think you mean Cecil.
Cecil. Yes. We've been over this. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. What's that? I didn't want to pick up whatever that thing was.
That's one of the things I miss about old editions of D&D, like third edition on, no traps.
Yeah, it doesn't. It becomes less about the traps.
Well, that's because Gary Gygax hates you.
So God rest his soul. Stabbing this guy in the eye.
The little Draconians.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do that changes this. I can just tap this button to stab an eye and then die slowly.
Such a lackluster stab too.
Yeah, I like how I do it whenever I'm running too. All my guys are starting out with half health for some reason too. Let me see if I can get past this guy, and then I feel like I can really make some business happen. In combat, I think there's a different. That thing down at the bottom is the mode I'm in. It's in combat mode.
Oh yeah.
But Raceland's.
One hit. Yeah, Raceland's got.
That's so accurate to D&D though. Like, why don't I have a bow? This guy is my bow guy, right? Shoot. Is there a use staff? Don't use any of those things. Hey, Robo. Use this. Oh, I clicked use character. That's how I switch. It's not select character. Maybe I was just using an item of the character.
Maybe
using quiver. Okay, so I think I'm using the quiver now.
Nope.
And I hit both at the same time. This is amazing.
Yeah,
this is really inscrutable. How far did you get in this, Cole?
By dint of sheer will, actually pretty far.
Right.
But I don't know what compelled me to do it.
Oh, yeah, that's crap. Okay, so I can't go. I can.
Can you pick that up?
I don't know what pickup. Well, pickup is in the menu. I saw that. Okay, let's go back here. All right. Take. You take that. Green potion. Cool. Paramount. Hey. That is like the most efficacy I've had like in this game so far. Like
successfully completing an action.
Yeah, I lifted up a potion. Are these rooms or are these just arches? Yeah. This is a really bland background. Look at the color of the character, and then based on and I can't. I have to be over here so I'm not walking through that thing. Oh no! Can I run past him? He can't, but this guy can. Who is this gentleman?
That is Tennis.
Okay.
The half elf who is stuck between two worlds.
Oh.
Which is the most prevalent archetype.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're half elf. Otherwise, you have nothing to recommend you. Like, half elves are not the class to be.
No, they have them.
He's pretty tough though in comparison, or maybe those dragonlings are just really tough. So he killed one guy. Let's see if I can. I imagine I'm getting experience points. These guys are so tough for being so little. They're kicking me. This is a lot like first level D&D though. Like that's what when Raceland died in one hit. That happens all the time. Like a goblin gets you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for you.
Yeah.
Well, you can roll a D4 one hit point really easily.
Well, this is specifically a port of one of the gold box D&D games. Like that's the one that I played on the Commodore 64 at an old girlfriend's house, and those were super faithful. I think this was the most action based. Like,
this is not faithful though. Like the old other gold box games, like the pools of radiance and stuff. Like they're just like first person RPGs with like kind of cool tactical combat. Like I like the gold box games.
Yeah.
This
was one.
I failed. You failed. Don't you tell me that, Disc of Mishakal.
She is the silver goddess of healing who is represented by the silver moon. Get it right. Come on.
Where are these pronunciation keys?
What's that?
Where are these pronunciation keys you're seeing though? Like no experience. I killed things.
What?
That's bullshit.
Well,
total points. Game points 240.
Hey.
Not bad. Not bad. Okay, well I don't want to play this anymore.
It's pretty.
This is
pretty bad.
Yeah, this is the worst Nintendo game I've ever played.
Yeah.
This is really bad.
It's rough.
What's worse? Headlight's bad.
Hit Light's bad. There are plenty of bad NES games, but I don't know how many NES games there are that are also based on mediocre books.
Yeah, that's a duet of.
You know?
And even like a mediocre book I liked. I guess it's a licensed property technically.
Yeah,
it's a licensed game.
It is, yeah. But those books, even of themselves, were. This is a history lesson, as our viewers are riveted by this score screen.
Yeah.
Those books themselves were transcriptions of D&D sessions that Weiss and Hickman ran. Yeah. So like that's where like the stiltedness comes from.
Man, can you imagine getting Weiss and Hickman in the same bedroom? Sorry.
Yeah. I'd rather not.
Yeah.
The only thing I can think of, and there's this hallmark. There was a Dragon Riders of Pern video game for the PC and for Dreamcast.
For Dreamcast?
Yep, for
That's
Dreamcast.
Odd. Yeah, so that dates it later than I would think it would be.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Well, it was right after her son took up the mantle. But that is similarly awful.
Yeah.
Because most of those books are about politics and rape.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Game of Thrones fans. Do you like politics and rape? Because I know you do. Because that's the forcible sex and politics of the books. So yeah. Go back to Dragon Riders of Pern.
Yeah.
And see how it's done. Raw dogging.
Raw
dogging. Raw dragon.
Yeah, raw dragon.
And like that's what Dragon Riding is about.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was Dragonlance.
Yeah, this is an awful game.
It's pretty bad.
Who suggested this? You might not even have been suggesting this though. I saw there's a bunch of.
You said Dungeons and Dragons. That's the only one I can think of. It was Yala.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then the other alternative would be to roll up a quick campaign. And
You enter a tavern.
Yeah, there's a cavern. You meet in a cavern. There's a cavern of kobolds.
You meet in a tavern that happens to be above a cavern.
Yeah, that's the Tavern of Caverns. The Cavern of Taverns would be like a pretty. Like I want to go to that cavern.
Yeah,
that's a fun.
I want to go to that tavern.
Yeah, I have caverns. I would actually. Yeah, both those. There's not enough use of those word rhyming. In my role-playing games as literature class, one of the projects was to play, and stop me if I've told you this before, like play early, not even first edition D&D, like the very first. Like
yeah, like not advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, like not even Dungeons and Dragons, not Redbox, like pre-Redbox.
Wow.
Not Chainmail, but after that. And so there's all kinds of weird fucking rules about that, but like the assignment was like just play this as it is out of the box, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I brought that to my gaming group, and the campaign we did, you know, everyone was terrible. Like you just rolled your stats straight up 3d6 and whatever you got, and you pick your classes beforehand or something like that. So
no!
Courtney was a wizard, and she had 4 intelligence, and one spell, and it's sleep. So she played her as like she just ran around yelling sleep. And if she happened to have slept before, then she had the spell, and it actually worked. And otherwise, she just yelled sleep. And her characters knew sometimes it worked. But so I tried to make it as cliche as possible. So we went at the cavern, and you went like fought goblins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the kind of thing I was trying to illustrate some of the problems with the game, where it's like it's really like Dungeons and Dragons is really like it's game, it's politics and rape. Like in that like it's just like you're just killing things. Yeah. Like you go to indigenous people. Kill them because they have treasure or because they have something called an alignment. So it doesn't matter what they've done, they're evil.
Yeah.
And it's super aggressive, you know.
Yeah.
So I made these goblins, and they were, super peaceable and stuff like that, and but you kill them because that's Dungeons and Dragons, and so you get points for getting money. It's really pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Well, that carries over into video games too.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, where it's just like these things are just minding their own business. Like that Goomba, the level 1 Goomba is just walking to the left. Like he's not menacing you. Goombas never menace you.
Like and so that's forward from this chainmail thing, and backwards from that. Like if you look at like what orcs are in Tolkien, like it's kind of super uncomfortable.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah. But
the one thing I was real proud of in that campaign was like the Lord hired them to get this artifact from this thing and go kill these indigenous people to get it. And all the goblins, like not only were they minding their own business, but they were taking care of this like blind beholder that had retired from adventuring because he had all these treasures, but he was blind and couldn't see. So like he thought he had a bag of holding, but it was really just a bag with a hole in it. So he thought he could just put unlimited things in this bag. And then he had like this shitty sword that he thought was a verbal sword because like someone told him it was and stuff like all these things he just didn't know. So they were just like caretaking this like poor creature.
It's like that scene in Ray where they pay him in
$1
bills.
Exactly. He was the Ray of Beholders. That's exactly what it was. But anywho, so that's Dungeons and Dragons.
Heroes of the Lance.
Heroes of the Lance. We got one more coming up for you at least this weekend, but maybe we'll do more because it's easy to do. But yeah, so thanks for watching the YouTube channel, and goodbye.